Before we start, I would just like to request everyone to turn off their videos and mic, and then later on, we will have time for your questions. Our first speaker is from Fanshawe College. She's the International Education Advisor doing the Philippine market. Let's welcome Ina Ranyo Dizon.
Hi, Francis, and hi,
Hi,
everyone.
Ina. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for spending your payday Friday with us. So, malaking investment to. That's why you really need to listen and reach out if ever you need any question. So, let me just share my screen. Sorry, can you make me a co-host so that I can share my screen?
Yan, you
Uh,
can share na the
okay.
screen.
All right, sige. So, hello again. My name is Ina, and I'm the International Education Advisor of Fanshawe for the Philippines. So, Fanshawe College is located in London, Ontario. So, it's actually a 2-hour drive away from Toronto Airport, which is the main entry point for our students. One good news that I would like to share with you is that for students who will be starting their program this year, January, May, and September, we have a partnership with Philippine Airlines so that you can avail a special rate when you book a direct flight from Manila to Toronto. So far, our students have taken advantage of this promo last January and also for May. And if ever you're going to apply for September and you're planning to travel to Canada, you can also avail of that special rate. And also, you can extend it to a maximum of 2 dependents. So that's just one of our help or assistance to our students. In terms of population, the student population in Fanshawe, we have 22,000 full-time students and 7,500 of those are international, representing 104 different countries. So right now, the Philippines is ranked second in the whole international education population in the school. So if medyo worried kayo na baka walang fellow Filipino or kababayan na makakasama kayo in Fanshawe, or for example in your program or probably in the same class as you, most likely merong isa or dalawa or probably tatlong Pinoy na kasama mo sa program na yun. Also, in terms of the programs that we do offer, we do practice work integrated learning in most of our programs, and probably a type of work integrated learning that we practice is the placements and co-op in our programs. So placements would usually run for like 300, 100 to 300 hours. That is in your whole semester. And this one, it's not paid. Usually, the companies or the organizations may or may not provide you an allowance for this, but most of the time it's not paid. But still, you will have a work experience. You will have an exposure to the industry and the company. Co-op, on the other hand, or cooperative education, is paid internship and would be around 4 to 8 months. That is already part in the either 2-year program or 1-year program. So this one, and again, it's paid internship. So normally the salary is higher than the minimum wage, or usually it's the entry level salary of our of that specific company. And for example, if the program that you're eyeing for in Fanshawe would have an option for co-op, I would really recommend for you to take that co-op program because 87% of our students get hired from the same company where they spent their co-op. So it's really good for you. It's a good advantage for you if you have a co-op program. And in terms of the graduate employment rate, which we are very much proud of as well. Last 2019, we ranked first in the whole province of Ontario with 90.3 graduate employment rate. So that means our student services and our programs would really make sure that you're job ready by the time you finish your program in Fanshawe. And I think for everyone who's going to Canada, getting a job after graduation is their ultimate goal. So in terms of the campuses that we have, we have 6 campuses in the city of London. So here's the map of London and its proximity from each other. So our main campus houses most of our programs, also the Student Wellness Center, technically the common spaces that we have for students. It's there. For the Center of Applied Transportation Technology, this will be the campus for our engineering, transportation students. So information about which program is being offered in what campus can be found in our website. We also have aviation programs. So if you are planning to apply for any aviation program, you can apply to Fanshawe. Not all schools in Canada would have aviation programs. So we have probably a bunch of programs for you. For the downtown, which is 2 hours away from the main campus, we have two specific buildings. One is School of Digital and Performing Arts and the School of Culinary and Tourism and Hospitality. The last campus that we have in London is South Campus, wherein it's a 3-story building for our international students, specifically if you're applying for what you call this for business, graduate certificate programs, and also healthcare admin management. We also have several regional campuses, but this one, I would really recommend you to take any program in London so that it'd be easier for you to adjust your life in a new country. If you're applying for any program in the regional campuses because you have a family member there, it's fine as well. So in terms of the programs that we have 200 plus programs across 17 areas of study. That of course, we like to provide a variety of programs for all of our students, especially international. And hopefully the program that you're eyeing for in Canada will be available in Fanshawe. And also in our school, you can graduate or complete programs and with different types of credentials. So we have degree programs, and these are 4 years. We have post-secondary certificate, which is 1 year. Diploma is 2 years. Advanced diploma is 3 years. And if ever you have a degree already and work experience and you want to do skills upgrading in Canada, we also do offer graduate certificate programs. To mention also our student services, these are just some of the student services that we offer. So while you are still here in the Philippines, starting your interest at Fanshawe College, creating your application, getting your LOA, paying for tuition fee until pre-departure orientation, I together with Kanata we will be your contact persons. So we'll provide all of the assistance that you would need before you travel to Canada. And once that you are in Canada, we have the Fanshawe Cares Arrival Service Program. So it's a free arrival service for all of our international students. And this service will include airport greeting, shuttle from Toronto to London, and 2 nights hotel accommodation. And this is before the pandemic. But given that we have changes in terms of the quarantine and travel requirements, we cannot provide airport greeting, but we can still provide our students a transportation for you and for your family after your 3-day quarantine in a government appointed hotel to your secondary quarantine. And we also can provide 2 nights free hotel accommodation, but we've partnered with London hotels, and they can you can get as low as 55 CAD per night in terms of if you want to stay in a hotel during your 11-day quarantine or during your secondary location. In terms of international student assistance, we have the international centers. So the team will help students with any program, admission, and student immigration related concerns. So for example, if you're planning to apply for a second program, you don't really need to talk to us and call us middle of the night because it's morning here. You can book an appointment with any student life coordinator, or for example, you want to apply for a study permit extension. We also have immigration advisors that can help you with your concern. Aside from the assistance, in terms of you being an international student, you also have access to the Learning Center. So for all academic assistance, you can go there, just book an appointment with them, and they can also help you. And last but not the least, we have the Career and Employment Service Center, which is a one-stop shop access to everything that you need to know about job readiness and employment in Canada. So we do hold career fairs, workshops, and also as a Fanshawe student, you have access to your own account in Fanshawe, and there you will see a dashboard for part-time, full-time, and even summer job opportunities with our partner companies. So studying at Fanshawe, we have three main intakes. Fall starts in September, winter starts in January, and summer starts in May. So right now, we're for May intake. Um, Most of our programs are already closed, and it might be a bit a bit of a rush for you if you're going to apply for May 2021. But for September 2021 and January 2022, we are now accepting applications. So if you want to start your application, you also have to take into consideration the timing of for the visa processing. So you're free to book an appointment or reach out to any Kanata counselor, and they can help you plan your timeline. And in terms of the tuition fee and living expenses, program tuition and fees in Fanshawe would range from 16,000 to 18,000 Canadian dollars, and that's for 1 year or a total of 2 semesters. So the tuition fee that you're paying for in Fanshawe would actually include the essential things that you need as an international student. So that will include your medical insurance. So you're covered as an international student, even when you are having your break, you're covered with insurance that will cover hospitalization, medical consultation, even dental and vision. It's part of your insurance in your tuition fee. And also, your tuition fee is inclusive of bus pass. So if you are in a blended program, you will be charged for a bus pass. So that you can save a lot of money because you're not only going to the campus for you're not only taking the bus going to the campus, but you're also taking a bus going to your part-time job, or if you want to do a grocery run, or you want to just spend some time with your friends. As long as you are a Fanshawe student and you haven't graduated yet, you can use the bus pass that is part of your tuition fee. Accommodation, especially for off-campus housing, it can range from 6,000 to 8,000 Canadian dollars for 1 year. And I'd like to mention to you guys that um, London City is actually 40% more affordable in terms as compared to other cities in the province of Ontario. Specifically, if you would like to compare it in cities in Greater Toronto area. So as low as 380 to 450 CAD per month, you can get a single bed occupancy room that is inclusive of rent, utilities, and Wi-Fi already. For the books and other expenses, it's not part of the tuition fee that you will pay for, but it will depend on your program. So, for example, if you're applying for a culinary management program, you might not spend much on books, but you have to purchase your uniform because you need it for your practical sessions in the kitchen. For application requirements, if you want to apply to Fanshawe College, these are the minimum requirements that we need from you. If ever Kanata will require you to submit more documents, they need it for their filing, for the reference, and also for the visa application so that they can really help you. So if you're applying for a post-secondary program, we need 1, 2, and 3. But if you're applying for a graduate certificate, you need number 2 and number 3. So these are the basic documents that we need from you. And also for Filipino students who are taking any program in Fanshawe, except for pharmacy technician, IELTS or any English test or certification is already waived. So you don't really need to submit any English test score or medium of instruction certificate when you apply to Fanshawe, except for pharmacy technician. But if ever you have an IELTS academic score that is valid by the time you start your program in Fanshawe, you can avail or you can be nominated to our English scholarship, which can be about 1,000 or 1,500 Canadian dollars. So this one, it's not given to you outright when you apply, but it will be given to you or awarded to you during your second semester because we need your first semester GPA as well. We need to rank it, we need to assess it before you can be awarded of the scholarship. And if ever you want to apply for other scholarships, our scholarships are merit based. So if you think that your grade from the previous semester is quite competitive, I would really recommend for you to apply to any scholarship that you think you're eligible of. And I think that's the end of my presentation. So later on, um, we'll be answering questions from attendees. So if you want to know more about Fanshawe College, feel free to check out our website and also our social media pages in Facebook and in YouTube. So I hope you enjoy this tonight's webinar. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Ina. Next speaker is from Sioux College. She's the school representative for the Philippines. Uh, let's welcome Fairlane Inso.
Hi, Francis. Thank you. Thank you,
Hi,
Kanata.
Fair.
Thank you,
Good
everyone.
evening.
Yes, good evening. So let me just share my screen. I hope you're able to see it. Okay. So again, I'm Fairlane. You can call me Fair. I'm the regional manager of Sioux College for Southeast Asia. So before I talk about our school and programs, let me just give you a brief background about the community. I know not all of you know about Sioux and where it's located. So, yeah, voila, welcome to Sioux. We call it Sioux. It's French word for jump, relating to the jumping rapids of Sault Ste. Marie, as it's located in the biggest freshwater lake in the world, Lake Superior, and it's neighboring Thunder Bay and bordering the U.S. Now, Sault Ste. Marie or Sault Ste. Marie, it's a designated safe community by Parachute Canada. It's also the third largest city in Northern Ontario with around 73,000 population. Also ranked in the top 10 friendliest Canadian cities by Expedia in 2018. And also second in Ontario for shortest distance from home to work, meaning you will have more time with your family. You will have totally quality of life when you move to Sault Ste. Marie. Also, we have a huge world-class ski trails that we definitely let our students experience. All right, so you will see on the map two Sault Ste. Marie's, one in Ontario, the other one in Michigan. So as you can see, we're very close to the US. Just across the border will be 5 minutes. Coming from Detroit will be 5 hours by land. However, if you're coming from Toronto, it will be an hour flight going to Sault Ste. Marie International Airport, right? So in the community, these are the existing industries, main industries existing. If your industry is not here, fret not, because we have almost all of the industries. These are just the ones that booming right now, except for logistics, of course, because of the pandemic. Our border with the US is still closed, okay? But there are certain few activities that's going on there, right? So as you can see, we are very focused with technology, engineering, manufacturing, also healthcare. Right? So why would you choose Sioux across the 24 public colleges in Ontario? So again, we're a public college with over 50 years of education excellence. We're also a DLI, and we have different campus locations. Main campus is in Sault Ste. Marie. We have one in Brampton and one in Toronto or downtown Toronto. So just so you know, we don't offer a lot of programs in Brampton or Toronto. Okay, so and there are more Indian population in Brampton as compared to Toronto. But in Sault Ste. Marie, there will be more domestic students that you will that is part of the population. For the Filipino population, it will be less than 100 because we just started our marketing here in the Philippines or Southeast Asia just last year. Okay? So we're actually excited to get more students from the Philippines because it's also one of our main or top priority markets. So other reasons to go to Sioux, our application fee is waived. We have entry scholarships. I will discuss it towards the presentation. Our programs is around 70 offered to international, and it's composed of applied learning through placement or co-op. So we have 16 programs that will have this. Again, like Ina said, placement will not be paid, but co-op will be paid. So it's the same thing. We will also assist you and make sure that you'll be able to have placement or co-op even in the community or even across Ontario. Okay, okay. So one of the things that I'm proud of the college as well is the strong employment and student support services that we offer. And of course, the seats for international students, especially the ones in demand. For example, health related or engineering related or technology related. So we make sure that we have seats for you guys. Uh, okay, so can I ask please if you can mute your mic? Thank you. All right, so we have the RNIP or the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot. It's also one of the things that you might want to consider for your long term. So the RNIP is offered to 11 small communities across Canada, Sault Ste. Marie being one of them. And we're the first to actually implement this pilot by the federal government and the first to receive successful results from this. So the main idea here is you study in Sioux and then you find a job in the community, work there, stay there. After that, you will do an assessment with the Economic Development Council of Sault Ste. Marie, and they will be the one to refer you for PR to IRCC or to the federal government, right? So for more information, please check welcome to ssm.com/RNIP. This will also be discussed once you land in Sault Ste. Marie, and it will be discussed during your orientation, right? Okay, so like Ina mentioned, we do KPI survey because in Canada, we don't do rankings for colleges, especially not in Ontario. So we have the KPIs, and so far we have pretty good KPI, and I'm really proud of this. So I hope you will also experience it once you get to our college. So I mentioned about our support. Now for employment, once you land in the campus, you can check the Student Job Center. All of the activities you see on the screen are all for free. And we do mini job fairs every fall intake or September intake, and then annual job fairs every February. Right? We also do a lot of networking. So even our faculty can be a part of your networks. So they make sure that you'll be able to, they will help you find a job. Okay? If not through them, because some of our faculties, they have their own companies, it will be through their contacts or their networks. Okay, so again, remember in Canada, for you to be successful as well, to be able to find a job that you wanted, you need networks. That's why you need to network not only with your classmates, with your teachers, as well as with the community you're in. Right. So after graduation, you can still depend on us through our Employment Solutions Department. So this is funded by the national and provincial governments to make sure that you're connected with employers not only in the community, but in Ontario and even across Canada. So aside from the academic and the employment support, we do have extracurricular support as well to students. Make sure that you will also experience Filipino culture while you are in our community. You will experience ski, uh, going to the gym or spa, and all for free, right? So we do airport pickups. It's for free depending on your campus. If you're going to the Toronto campuses, it will be at Pearson International Airport. If it's in the main campus, it will be at Sault Ste. Marie International Airport. So just to show you some of our facilities. So we have the health and wellness, the spa. The health and wellness will cover the gymnasium and also a 114-meter indoor walking and running track that you can have access. We have many other labs, but just want to show you the robotics and the adult medical surgical simulation lab because we just expanded this, and most of the facilities right now are relatively new. Okay, so For our library, to make sure that you will have pretty good working space or even studying space, we do have 2 floors of private breakout rooms. And the library will also include online articles and thousands of streamed videos and countless ebooks. Okay, now for our programs, like I mentioned, there are 70. So it's the same like Fanshawe. Our intakes will be September, January, and May. So I won't go through our programs one by one, but as you can see, there are different programs in different disciplines. Some of the number of hours per co-op will be around 400 to 600 plus hours. So we offer certificate, diploma, advanced diploma, and graduate certificates. So Sioux College is known for engineering technology, natural environment, media design, and health sciences. So for the other programs that we have, community services, health sciences, and general arts. So for the health sciences, which is pretty popular in the Philippines, we're already closed for practical nursing for September intake. Okay, so please connect to Kanata and make sure that you express your interest if you want to take practical nursing for January 2022, because we might open it, right? Okay, so for the graduate certificates, so we have 1 year and 2 years. For the 2 years, global business, cybersecurity, and healthcare leadership, these are all offered in Toronto campus. So what most of our students do is the 1+1, again, to be eligible for the 3-year PGWP. So for graduate certificates, again, it would be better to apply to this if you have the same course or degree that you finished. So for example, for health-related gerontology, you need to be at least a graduate of any health-related program. Now, I just want to highlight health informatics for this program. So health informatics is a 1-year program offered in our main campus. This is graduate certificate. And the requirements here is you need to be a health or IT computer graduate. So IELTS is waived for this program. And you can seek to be HIS or HIM, Health Informatics Systems Manager or Clinical IT Manager, to Health Technology Education Specialist, Clinical Informatics Specialist. So mainly you will be working in the field of healthcare with implementation of technology, right? So for health informatics, this is offered January, May, and September. And right now it's open for May 2021, September 2021, and January 2022. Okay, so for this program, we're offering additional 2,000 scholarship. So we have an entry scholarship of 2,000. So it will be another, it will be a total of 4,000. This is this 4,000 scholarship for health informatics is only available for May 2021 intake. So if you're interested, please make sure that you connect immediately with Kanata, because this offer is not available to other agencies, but we offer this via Kanata. Okay, so if you're aiming to do bachelor's degree after diploma, you can do that. You can check our partner universities and then see how many years or how many credits are they going to take from your diploma studies, right? If you don't want Algoma University, this is the local university in Sioux. If you don't want this, that's fine. You can check our other partners. So for our admissions, again, if you're going to apply for the diploma certificate programs, you need to be at least a high school graduate, meaning 12 years of high school. So if you're coming from the old system of education in the Philippines, it will be second-year college, okay, or second-year university. And for the graduate certificate programs, again, you need to be a graduate of related or the same program to be able to apply to that. Now, the IELTS is waived in any programs, no exceptions. Okay, so Kanata will be able to assist you with all of the documents that we will need. Across Ontario, we almost need the same documents among the 24 public colleges. So, and Canada is pretty good when it comes to documentation. So we don't worry about that. And for the application fee, again, it's waived. Tuition fee will be around 16,500 to 19,500 a year, depending on your program. So this will also include your health insurance. And for the entry scholarship, we have 2,000 CAD. For this is automatic if you're going to enroll to Sioux, and another 1,000 CAD if you have IELTS academic or general overall 6.5 with no band lower than 6. So it will be a total of 3,000 Canadian dollars. Again, this is also good for 1 year. If you want other scholarships, we have international academic scholarships that you can check once you land in the college. For the accommodation we have in campus, it's a bit pricey as compared to staying off campus, but everything is included, even your meal plan. If you want to stay off campus, we have available housing or apartments that you can check. And if you want homestay, this is you're going to stay with a Canadian family. You can also do that. So for May, homestay is not available, of course, because of the situation. For September, we are still assessing it. But definitely for 2022, homestay is available for international students. So if you have the time, please go over our website and check our virtual tour to check more of the facilities in the main campus. So again, thank you for your time. If you have questions, please make sure to connect to Kanata and also to follow us in our social media platforms. So I will be here for the Q&A. Thank you once again.
All right, thank you, Fair. Yes. Okay, our last speaker is actually she's doing a good name in social media, especially in YouTube. Yes, our very own Miss Catherine May.
Hi everyone! Grabe naman yun, Sir Francis, making me.
Good evening, Catherine.
Good evening, Sir Francis, and good evening, everyone. I would like to thank you for joining us tonight, especially on a Friday night. So, and we highly appreciate your presence here, and I hope you get excited and you're convinced to pursue your studies abroad, especially in Canada, with these schools who are presenting with us tonight. So let me just share my screen with you. I am going to discuss about Kanata Education and our services and what you can expect from us. Okay. So I hope you can see my screen. So welcome once again. Welcome to Study in Canada webinar with Kanata Education. For tonight's topic, we will be covering about us as an agency, the services that we are offering about Canada, the process of the school and visa application, your student life, and your future plans in Canada. So Kanata means village or coming together. It's where the word Canada actually originates from. So we are an educational agency in Manila for Canada. So we only focus in Canada as a study abroad destination. And we do have direct partnership with schools over Canada. And sila yun, si Fanshawe College and si Sault College. So the services that we are providing are the following. So it is our mission to help students achieve their dream by providing our services without extra cost. So yes, we do not collect processing fees as long as you let us help you with your application. So from your school application until the visa application, we will give you assistance. So we do provide assessment and consultation. We will also represent you to the school that you chose to apply. We will give you a comprehensive list of requirements and guidelines. And of course, we will assist you all throughout your journey in your study in Canada application. So this, you can see There are 10 provinces, 3 territories, and 4 regions in Canada. Our speakers tonight are part of Central Canada in Ontario. Okay, so Canada is known as one of the most educated countries in the world. And of course, one of the many reasons why you would want to pursue your studies in Canada, it's because they have an international accreditation. It is one of the affordable schools, I mean, study abroad destination as well. And they do have diverse culture and society. And of course, they offer a healthy and safe community and global language education. Other than that, as you can see earlier from our school's presentations, they do offer an exciting campus environment, a world-class innovative education, a possible migration, of course, and unlimited opportunities. So what are the requirements you need to submit for your school application? Of course, you need to have your valid passport, and academic transcripts are really important. Your diploma, your transcript of records, IELTS results if it is required. But for these two schools, they are waiving IELTS requirement for Filipino students. And of course, we will be needing your CVs. Now, what is the process in becoming a student in Canada? Number one is consult with your counselor. So it is very important that you consult with your education counselors because they will be the one guiding you, or we will be the one guiding you in recommending the right program. So it is crucial and important that your program is relevant to your background. So we'll discuss more about it later on our one-on-one consultation when we give you a call next week. Okay, after you have consulted with your counselor, you will then gather and submit the required documents and apply to a designated learning institution or to one of the schools with us tonight. After we have submitted your application, we will then wait for your letter of acceptance. Once we have your letter of acceptance, we will confirm the slot by paying the required tuition fees. And then once you confirm it and pay your tuition fee, we will then start your visa application by getting a medical exam and fulfilling all the required visa documents. And then we'll then submit all these documents for visa application. So all throughout this process, Kanata Education will be assisting you and helping you all through the way. So ayan, we will be now discussing the types of visa application. So number one is the regular stream, or the most preferred option of visa application of students. So why is it preferred option? Pre-pandemic, the waiting time for regular stream is usually 6 to 8 weeks. However, during this time of pandemic or yung COVID situation, according to IRCC website, the processing time is around 12 weeks. This is why we wanted you to start your application as early as today. So this is also to avoid na masaraduhan kayo ng slots dun sa preferred nyong programs and intakes, and as well as we will have enough time to process or submit your visa application. Okay, next requirement is your proof of acceptance from the designated learning institution, and then your proof of identity, which comes in the form of your passport and some IDs, and then your proof of financial support. So with regular stream, you are required to have a sponsor. So sponsor in terms of para siyang guarantor. So they will be hindi nyo kailangan kunin yung pera ni sponsor, ha? And they don't have to be in Canada. So they can be anywhere in the world as long as they have access to their bank accounts, and then they have the required show money. So the show money is equivalent to 1 year tuition fee and your 1 year living cost. So depende na lang yan dun sa tuition fees nyo, and then you add the 10,000 Canadian dollars for the living cost, and that is the required show money for your proof of financial support. And then of course, you need to write your letter of explanation, or ito yung tinatawag na study plan, or yung SOP na statement of purpose. Now, most of our students are asking kung tutulungan ba namin sila sa study plan kasi we don't collect processing fees, and hindi sila, parang nagtataka sila bakit walang bayad. And then Nagugulat sila if tutulungan talaga namin sila sa study plan. So you can go to our Facebook page and you can read some of the testimonials of our students, and we do actually help and assist with your study plan. So all throughout the entire process or all throughout your entire journey of your application, tutulungan kayo ng Kanata Education. Okay, so once again, for regular stream, the requirements are your proof of acceptance, proof of your identity, proof of financial support, and of course, your study plan or statement of purpose. The next type of visa application is the Study Direct Stream. It's a straightforward, hassle-free type of application. Why is that? Then we'll find out. Pre-pandemic, again, the assessment time usually runs between 4 to 6 weeks. But right now, hindi na nasusunod. So hindi na rin siya ganun ka-sure na 4 to 6 weeks yung assessment for SDS. And then, aside from that, you are required to submit an IELTS score with minimum band of 6. So if the school or for Fanshawe and Sault College, they are waiving your IELTS requirements. But if you are going if you are applying through the Study Direct Stream, then you are required to take the IELTS. And then you must purchase a guaranteed investment certificate of 10,000 Canadian dollars, which represents, or this will be your proof of funds for your living allowance in Canada. And then you are required to pay 1-year tuition fee. So for a regular stream, 1 semester tuition fee, hindi ko pala na-edit. 1 semester tuition fee for a regular stream, and 1-year tuition fee for Study Direct Stream. And also you are required to write your statement of purpose or explanation letter. So, kaya ganyan lang siya sa Study Direct Stream. It's straightforward lang. Hindi mo kasi kailangan ng sponsor or ng guarantor or mag-present pa ng proof of financial support. So, yan lang yung mga requirements niya. So, once again, for Study Direct Stream, you are required to submit IELTS score and then purchase a guaranteed investment certificate or yung GIC and pay your tuition fee of 1 year and write your statement of purpose. Okay, so why you should not let COVID stop you from reaching your dreams? So actually, last year, medyo maraming nag-hesitate na mag-apply kasi nga daw dahil pandemic and COVID, and then all of a sudden, nag-open ang borders ni Canada. So si Canada, apart from all the other international study abroad destinations, si Canada lang yung open. So si Australia, close sila. New Zealand, close din. So this is why you should not let COVID stop you from reaching your dreams kasi pwede kang pumunta in Canada. Aside from that, the schools are shifting towards online delivery or online learning. So that means you don't have to go if you chose not to, na pumunta agad in Canada. And at the same time, syempre pag nasa Pilipinas ka, you're studying at the comfort of your home, you don't really have to spend that much. So nakakatipid ka sa rent, nakakatipid ka sa pagkain kasi you're living at your own house. So that means lower cost of living and part-time jobs are not necessary. And then you still qualify for PGWP while studying online. So may recent announcement from Canada na even if you study online, yung program mo, you still qualify for the PGWP. Sorry about that. Ayan. Okay. So, ayan, wala na siya. Okay, now that you have decided to apply as a student in Canada, now let's talk about the conditions of your student permit. So, syempre, we are still applying as a student in Canada. Hindi tayo nagmamigrate doon diretso. So, there are certain conditions that you have to satisfy. Like, you should always be enrolled at a DLI. So, hindi pwedeng hindi ka naka-enroll. And then you should make progress towards completing your program. So, syempre, hindi tayo pwedeng bumabagsak sa program natin. Kailangan nag-aaral pa din talaga tayo, di ba? And then you have to respect the conditions of your student permit. And then stop studying if you do not meet the requirements and leave Canada when your permit expires. So, very important to be conscious about your expiration ng student permit kasi pag hindi mo alam yung expiration ng student permit mo, edi baka ka ma-deport from Canada. Diba? Now, as an international student of Canada, you are eligible or you have the opportunity to work part-time while studying. So, pwede kang mag-work on campus for 12 hours. And then off-campus also, like ito yung pwede kang mag-work sa coffee shops or sa restaurants or even if hindi sa mga ganun, kung ano talaga yung skills na meron ka, pwede mo yun talagang gamitin if you are working in an office or yung mga online freelancing na mga ganun. So kung kaya mo talagang mag-apply sa mga ganong jobs and then you may do so. So hindi lang naman porket part-time jobs, dun ka lang sa mga coffee shops. Nasa skills mo yan. And like what was mentioned earlier, you need to network and expand talaga yung network mo. So hindi lang syempre dapat sa mga schoolmates or classmates. So you also need to join job fairs na ginagawa ng mga schools kasi it's an opportunity for you to apply for jobs. So during school semester, you can work 20 hours per week and 40 hours per week naman for during semestral breaks or holiday breaks. So this is on top of the 12 hours on-campus jobs if there are availabilities and if your program has co-op, so on top of the co-op pa yan. So meron kang 3 ways to earn money. So on-campus, off-campus, and co-op. Kung meron co-op yung program. Okay, aside from working part-time while studying, you are also eligible to have a postgraduate work permit. So our schools tonight offers postgraduate work permit because they are giving or offering more than 8 months of program. So if your program is 1 year, so you're eligible for a 1-year postgraduate work permit. And if your program is 2 years, you are eligible for 3 years postgraduate work permit. Pero pag less than 8 months, syempre hindi ka eligible for postgraduate work permit kasi usually 6 months lang yon. So hindi mo na kailangan mag-apply for student permit. Another benefit or advantage of studying in Canada is that you can bring your dependents. Of course, dependents are considered as your spouse, common law partner, and your children. However, kahit na yun ang benefit ng isang international student in Canada, we don't highly recommend that you bring your dependents with you when applying as a student in Canada kasi they are your home ties. So, as much as possible, si student lang muna yung mag-apply and then kapag okay na, kapag na-approve na, edi sama na natin yung mga dependents, di ba? Mas madali na yun compared dun sa pagkasama mo silang buong lahat na kasama mo. So, sino pang uuwian mo dito sa Pilipinas, di ba? So, ayan. And then, that's it for my presentation. You can follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. Once again, we provide free assessment, unlimited consultation. Yes, you can always message us on WhatsApp, Viber, Facebook Messenger, and we do provide free assistance and free assessment. We don't collect processing fees. We only collect security deposit of 10,000 pesos, which you will use later on for your visa application and biometrics fee. So technically, wala ka pa rin binayad sa amin, di ba? So just submit your passport, your resume, your academic transcripts, and the security deposit, then we'll start your application straight away. So you can follow us on our social media page, and hindi ko pa na natagdag yung aking YouTube channel. And there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for staying with us tonight. We will proceed now with our question and answer portion.
All right. Thank you, Kat. Okay, pwede na tayo mag-start dun sa Q&A. So if you have questions, you can type in dun sa chat box and also speak para marinig natin yung mga questions mo. So si Fair and Ina is still available on answering your questions. If you have questions na related or direct questions for Sault College and Fanshawe. Catherine?
Actually, I have a question here for Miss Ina. So, if I study first semester in Philippines, so if the program is online delivery, will the insurance fee of $835 will be reduced? I think she got the amount from the website.
Okay. All right. So, when you're about to start your program, for example, for May intake, siguro tong student na to, and dito ka sa Philippines, during your second week ng program mo, you will be refunded of the health insurance. So, pag if ever naman gusto mong pumunta sa Canada later on, you have to inform us because during that specific semester, you have to be billed for insurance. Because as an international student, you have to have your own insurance when you are in Canada.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Ay, narinig ba yung answer ko?
Yes.
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 Okay.
I did, sorry. Wala ko may sinabi si Francis. Kaya nagbabasa kasi ako ng questions. Ayan. Oo. Okay, so on the second semester, dun lang siya ma-refund. So they have to inform
Second week ng start ng program.
a second week na start ng program. And they have to inform you if they're coming to Canada
Yes.
for ano, diba? Okay, so ayan. Another question for Fanshawe is, for the entry scholarship of 1,500, how many students will be awarded? Parang may ano ba to? Meron ba sila? Meron ba
Okay. So,
target?
it's once na nag-start yung class, you would receive an email from me about the nomination. So, not many students actually have IELTS academic. So, it will also depend on sa budget namin for English scholarship for that specific intake. But normally, we award 3 to 5 students per semester.
Sir Francis, do you have questions on your side?
Yes, si Patricia kanina may question siya. She said yung schools ba or yung tayo as an agency, do we provide a job while studying? So in Canada as an international student, sila pa rin yung responsible sa paghahanap ng trabaho nila in Canada dun sa part-time job nila habang nag-aaral, but schools can actually help look for jobs. I think Fair na mention kanina dun sa presentation na may mga job fair sila. Can you elaborate more about this one sa in-offer ng Sault College?
Thank you, Francis. Yeah, so we do mini job fairs during fall intake and annual job fairs in February. So we have our student job center and other departments that you can check for employment. So again, you're allowed to work 20 hours part-time during the semester. We also can provide you additional 10 hours, okay, on top of the 20. Kung yung 10 hours, you will work in campus. So you will still need to apply. So just so you know, guys, lahat po, for your part-time job, for your co-op placement, you will be the one to apply. It's not the college. But we will definitely assist you. We will provide you information and we will check your resume. We will prepare you for your interview, etc. So I hope it's clear. Thank you.
Yes, I think Fair, Sioux College also helps students dun sa paggawa ng resume nila. So binibigyan sila ng information para makatulong dun sa paghahanap nila ng part-time jobs and even full-time jobs pagkatapos ng studies nila.
That's right. So all of the 24 public colleges will have student job centers dedicated to employment, actually. So even outside of the school, there are different immigration organizations that you can check who will also help with employment. Thank you.
All right. Same with Fanshawe College. I think, Ina, na because many programs have co-ops or yung parang OJT dito sa atin. So, does Fanshawe College assist international students din ba sa paghahanap ng mga companies na pwede nila pag-applyan?
Yes. So for if ever you have a program na may co-op, you have one subject during your first semester na purely co-op preparation lang. So we will help you create your resume. Ngayon na virtual na rin yung mga interviews, we will also groom you on how to properly answer questions in a Zoom interview. So na-adapt na rin namin yung mga changes of job applying for jobs in the time of a pandemic. So these things it will be given to you as an international student in Fanshawe. So any programs naman din to.
All right. Thanks, Ina and Fair.
You
I have a question here for Miss Fair. Do you have any finance-related courses in Sioux College?
The only one that we have is business accounting. So that's a 2-year diploma offered in our main campus, Sault Ste. Marie, and it's only offered during September intake. So open siya ngayon for fall 2021 intake.
Okay. So yeah, it's a college diploma, Miss Staff. And then
Yes, this question I think pwede for both schools. Do you accept matured students? So ito siguro yung mga students na hindi natapos yung senior high school or second year in college pero interested pa rin to apply for a college diploma or advanced diploma maybe in Canada. Eligible ba sila to apply?
I think for all schools in Canada, we don't have an age limit in terms of admissions. For Fanshawe, I think ito yung bagong news lang sa amin. You don't have to take general arts and science.
talaga,
If
wow.
ever grade 10 yung natapos mo dito and wala kang college degree. So, we already explained yung credentials ng Philippine students since most of us, grade 10 lang talaga, walang senior high school. You can proceed directly to any post-secondary program.
Are they still required to take IELTS ba or waive pa rin for
Waive pa rin yung IELTS for that one. So, wala nang gap, wala nang IELTS.
So good news for interested
Bago lang
students
siya. Kanina lang naman.
at college. So mainit-init pa na news. So, what about for Sioux
Noted, Ina. No. For Sue, we need you to go through general arts. So yeah, I will wait for tomorrow's announcement. Baka meron. Or tonight pala. Oo. No, but you will need to go through general arts. So you need to be 19 years old, by the way. And if you did not finish your university or college, so kung grade 10 lang. So that's our requirement. IELTS is not required as well. Thank you.
So for Sioux College, hindi pa sure. So maybe there's good news then for interested students for Sioux College. But right now, we still need to wait. But for Fanshawe, sure sila na nag-accept ng matured students na nakatapos ng grade 10.
I have a question here. How much is the initial deposit for both schools during the application just to reserve the slot and get the LOA?
Okay. So for Fanshawe College, when you apply, you will be given a letter of acceptance, but you have to pay 2,300 Canadian dollars. And that's your tuition fee deposit and parang reservation fee mo. So technically, when you pay that one, we will reserve a seat for you until deadline na ng balance ng first semester tuition fee. So it's only 2,300 CAD.
So for Sue, for you to receive the LOA, you don't need to pay anything. But once you receive the LOA, for you to reserve the seat, you need to pay 1,500 Canadian dollars 20 days after receiving the LOA, and then the remaining of the first semester after a month from the first payment. So still safer to pay the whole semester. Anyway, you will also be required that way to be able to process your visa.
Yes, that's correct. Ms. Fair, do you have any program in Sioux for those who are a graduate of agriculture?
Agriculture will be, siguro yung closest is natural environment or fisheries. So that's what we have. So we have either depende doon sa specialization. If it's for fisheries, it's a diploma for the natural environment technician or natural environment graduate. So we have diploma and postgraduate.
And what about for social work? He's a graduate of social work. So,
Yes.
do you have programs?
Yes, we offer a 2-year diploma for a social service worker. So also again, offered only in our main campus during fall intake. So open siya ngayon, you can apply. Or if you don't want social work, you might want to consider child and youth care. This is advanced diploma, 3 years, also in our main campus.
Yes, okay. I have a question here. Ms. Ina, can you discuss a little bit about your refund policy in case of refusal? So kung hindi daw na-approve, what will happen to the tuition fee?
Okay. Actually, as an international student, kailangan nyo din talagang malaman yung refund policy or withdrawal policy ng mga schools. So for Fanshawe, if ever you get a visa refusal, we will you'll be eligible for a refund. So all of the tuition fee that you paid for, kahit yung 2,300 CAD lang yan, it will be refunded back to you, less 250 CAD admin fee. So yun lang yung deduction. But also, if ever you want to reapply, you also have an option to defer your intake para at least longer time for your reapplication.
Yes. Okay. This one for the two schools pa din. Na-mention kanina na walang age limit, but meron bang age requirement if gustong mag-aral as an international student in Canada? So this one ay parang matatapos siya ng K-12. So he's 18. Ina-accept ba siya in Canada?
Yes. So kailan siya mag-graduate? Grade 11 siya ngayon for school year 2021 to 2022. Ganun ba yun?
He's about to finish K-12 and he's 18 years old.
Okay, so you can actually apply for the fall intake. If you still don't have yung diploma, high school diploma, we can still process your letter of acceptance. So we will just need a letter from the registrar stating that you're a candidate for graduation, and then yung until siguro third grading period na grades. So from first year to fourth year na third grading period. So we can process that, but it will be a conditional offer kasi we will still require you to submit a copy of your diploma.
Okay, for individual assessment, Kanata will contact you, everyone na umattend dito sa webinar. And so make sure na you will type in your contact number and email address so we can call you next week. Kasi kung hindi nyo mabibigay yung name and contact number nyo, impossible namin kayong ma-contact. So if gusto nyo for free assessment and consultation, please make sure na type in your name and contact number dito sa chat box.
Yes. Okay, one last question. Are the documents required to be notarized or certified through copy for school application?
For us, just a clear scanned copy would do.
Same.
And passport. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, it will go through Kanata. So before we check it, it's already been checked by Kanata. So we don't worry about that.
Yes. All right, guys. For individual assessment, those who are asking for program recommendations, we will be spending the whole night just to answer all these questions. So we will be giving you a call for one-on-one consultation. So just wait for our call next week, Monday. So pahinga naman tayo saglit ng weekend. So ayan, just wait for our call on Monday. We will give you a call for your one-on-one consultation.
Or you can contact us. Pwede rin pala. Sorry kanina about dun sa na hindi namin kayo makakontakt. So, if hindi nyo nabigay number, we're all over social media, sa Facebook, sa YouTube, you can contact us there, sa Facebook, sa Instagram. So,
or email, may email, guys. Pwede kayo mag-apply sa email.
And also, yung makaka-miss or hindi na-complete yung mapanood yung webinar, you can actually check the YouTube account of Miss Catherine. Nandun, meron link para mapanood nyo tong full webinar about study in Canada.
Ayan. So, if you don't have any more questions, guys, for our school representatives, we will be ending our webinar for tonight. We thank you so much for joining us tonight, and thank you to our school representatives for your time and for answering all our students' questions.
Thank you, and have a great
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Claire.
Great
Thank you,
weekend. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you po. Expect a call from us next week. And tomorrow again, meron ulit kaming webinar with Vancouver Community College. So if you're interested, if you have questions for Vancouver community and interested na mag-aral sa Vancouver, you can attend tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
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 Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank
Saan
you.
kayo magpo-call?
Lord here.
What time are you gonna call po?
We'll check what you answer in our Facebook page. What time do you prefer? But usually it will be in the afternoon.
Okay, thank you. Job kasi po. Salamat po. Goodbye.
Bye.